So we have a rematch today of Fire and Athena. I think we're just waiting on one more person and we'll be ready to get this going. Yeah, so this is a rematch of a match that happened about 4 days ago or so. Fire had won the match with like a 120 or so. And Athena didn't finish the race. Once Fire had finished, and after review, it was determined that one of the goals Fire had evolved 4 Pokemon was not fully met. And since Fire didn't get all the goals and Athena didn't finish the race, they just decided to do a rematch, and that's what we'll be watching today. So I'm just perusing over the card here. There's a little bit of synergy with both Ruins of Alph goals being on the card. Berry Juice Elixir, which is always a touchy goal, as well as a day goal in the center of Bug Catching Contest. So one of the racers is doing a little bit of stream maintenance before the race starts. Alright, looks like our racers are ready. We'll go ahead and give them a countdown and we'll get this going. Alright, here we go. Both Fire and Athena here, very well vetted bingo players, so the fact that we get to see 2 matches from them so quickly, I'm definitely fortunate. So of course they're going Saturday here for the bug catching contest at 11 o'clock, certainly to flip the day. And we'll see what our starters are. Alright, so Ledian, Execute, and Hoot Hoot. None really good as starters, but Fire's going to take a Ledian, looks like Athena will as well. I guess the only consideration in taking Execute there is if you wanted to use it for Evolve 4, but I can definitely see trying to take a stronger Pokemon just to get through the early game. Oh wait, so Athena did take the Execute, I see. Stardust on the Execute. I'm not sure I saw the item on Ledian. No baby Pokemon on the card. Pichu's no good. Other than explicitly listed Pokemon here, I guess they'd really be looking for genderless and ones that are easy to evolve here. Otherwise, there aren't too many like grouped goals, like 8 water types or anything like that. So Fire leaving Pokemon, Mr. Pokemon, as Athena's moving on to 30. Granbull, potential main switch if it has any decent moves. Female though. Of course you catch it no matter what. Conversion, not a great start, but still have to catch it. Fire going into Rival. Athena still hasn't checked the moves yet. Another Granbull. Well, when you're running an Execute, yeah, you definitely have to try to like start taking any possible viable mains. Execute's not going to cut it at all, so Granbull, no matter what moves it has, is going to be a decent chance that it's better than Execute. Fire, if 1 or 2 feint attacks, moves right on through. Elects to take the optional Grass Patch Fire does and runs into a Rapidash, probably going to be entertaining a catch here. Swift, not bad. Certainly enough to try to make it work. Or at least look at what it has. Still not sure if Athena's looked at Granbull's moves. If they did, I'd have missed. But alright. Okay. They must have checked Granbull's moves if they're putting it up front. At the same time, it might just be automatic. We'll see what it has. Self-destruct Egg Bomb. Well. Sharpen as well, which... Oh, of course gets the crit though. Sharpen with Egg Bomb certainly would have one shot. See if you can get the job done with Execute. I'm assuming Fire has checked Rapidash and determined it's not viable. Going to take 45 here. 46, excuse me. No Fanfi on the card. I guess we are looking for Pokemon with Rock-type moves, and... Fire is going to tame the Executor main switch. Alright. Lighting with TM36. And Executor with Ancient Power for the first bingo. Or first goal. And depart. So no main, but a goal nonetheless. They're pretty much at the same spot. Fire's gonna take one more hit. Vaporeon's certainly worth looking at. Especially with Ice Beam. Probably doesn't matter what other moves it has at this point. If he can make it. So, meanwhile, Athena's run into a exploding Eevee on the first trainer. Yeah, Fire automatically looking at Vaporeon without even seeing anything else, like I figured. Ice Beam is pretty much enough. Otherwise, Athena getting through Joey, no problem. Machamp might also be looking at, especially with 2 extra levels. Nope. Ice Beam is enough. Wow, and then Berry Juice. Free for both players. Alright, let's see what this Vaporeon has. It is going to get blown up likely though, as we learned. Wow, Ice Beam, Blizzard, Mega Kick. Certainly workable, especially if this Eevee gets one shot, but yeah. So we knew that was coming. And the reset, yeah. I don't know if Fire's just gonna try to use Blizzard and hope for the one shot here. It's gonna be close. I'm sure it'll kill. Meanwhile, Athena taking hits in 31. Oh wow, so attempting to use Executor as blow-up bait here, and it works. Meanwhile, Athena catching a Blastoise for a potential main switch. Vaporeon grabbing some experience there as well. Well done from Fire. Blastoise has Aurora Beam, Razor Wind, Vital Throw, and Sludge Bomb, I think that was. Maybe it was just regular Sludge. Probably the best thing that Athena has at the moment, though. So going right into Faulkner's Gym, first trainer with a level 9. Fire also running into the Blastoise. The 9 is a Weedle, so although a Weedle with Spark, that is doing half damage, so gonna go and bring out the Executor. Fire taking the Bug Catcher for experience and potential info. Gets through the 9, no problem. Alright, Poison set up on Lickitung here, who has Stab E speed. Going to have to heal. Oh, had the berry, and that's probably good. Very nice. Going off memory here, I want to say Blastoise learns a move on level 7, 8, 9, something like that, so should hopefully be getting a new move soon as well. Zappy Bird. Put 2 Aurora Beams. Oh, I thought the Aurora Beam was good there. But should be good after the next dig, or this double kick. Meanwhile, Fire getting the Vaporeon to level 7. I didn't see too much interesting info on the fight. What was it? Raichu, T-Tar, Noctowl, and maybe one other Pokemon, so nothing too useful. So at the moment, this is a Blastoise versus Vaporeon match. More Thunder moves in Faulkner's gym, but Blastoise is a good tank. So the move is Psych Up, and of course we're not taking that. Poison set up on Shuckle as well. Going to have to take a heal though, or a switch. Good choice on self-destruct here, but not even doing that much, but I mean, it's what you have to do there. No heals, though. Athena must be out of potions. Oh, and the Mega. Oh, that hurts. That really hurts. No save as well. Alright, so that pretty much puts Fire and Athena at tied. Fire losing time due to fighting the Bug Catcher, but making it worth it here if they can get through Faulkner, no problem. I personally just want to say I'm super happy Berry Juice Elixir was found right away. Can be one of those goals. Alright. Pretty much on the same Pokemon here. The difference being, though, that Fire actually has water moves for the Shuckle. Trying to set up Poison here again. Alright, so first badge goes to Fire. Yeah, this Blastoise is having a tough time. I mean, if you don't get poison set up to begin with no water moves here, it's kind of tough. Fire also took Route 46 as well, where he got the Rock type move. So being ahead while taking those 2 extra time sinks is really good here for Fire. Otherwise, though, no info really. I don't even think I saw a genderless during all of that. So no real info other than maybe evolving Execute if they want to go catch one, or if Athena just wants to evolve it. Again, that's really the contemplation when you're choosing the starter there. Do you want to get something that is going to give you a better chance of making it through the early game, even though you might not likely run it, or do you want to take something that's really going to directly contribute to your goals? Regardless, though, the main itself not really, or the starter itself not really making too much of a difference at the moment, so we'll see if the Execute play pays off. At least just in that decision alone, it already has paid off. Athena would likely have a Blastoise here no matter what. Fire right on into Cave, grabbing a Max Repel, and Athena does get through Faulkner, so only a couple minutes off here. Nothing that Athena can't recover from. Fire, though, skipping all items, but is going to check the TM. Also trying no repel here, and pays off. Alright, Fire into Azalea, Athena getting the egg. So yeah, arguably Athena has a tad bit more coverage with the moveset here. But clearly Faulkner's gym telling at least some of the story in terms of the move differences here. Fire's gonna be hitting harder when he can. Athena will have the coverage if it's needed, so it's just a waiting game at this point. Pink Bow indeed, yeah, may have been helpful if he for some reason stuck with the Gramble. But the Blastoise doesn't have any normal moves, I don't think. Alright, so first Pokemon in the Slowpoke well is Zubat, which is Info. They'll both get it, of course, and I believe I saw one of the TMs was Vital Throw. I don't know which one Faulkner gave. So yeah, Athena as well, skipping most of the items there. At the same time, the Executor, or the Execute that he picked had the Stardust, so that's going to be a little bit of nice money here. Especially after the wipe that Athena had as well. And then of course the other TM between the two was Defense Curl, so maybe they can find an excuse to teach Vital Throw, but probably not. Like Fire's cleaning up in Slowpoke well. So yeah, still about a 2-minute lead or so for Fire. Athena getting a hit though here. Oh, with the Arcanine. It's just a little bit too low level to consider a main switch though. Gonna go for it. Yeah, especially with Sandstorm. Yeah, oh, the Max Repel was at the beginning of Union. Athena did not grab that. It's really the only item that Fire did grab, really, other than maybe the Pink Bow and the TM. I'm not sure. I mean, I just can't imagine switching to Arcanine here. It would just have to have such a good move set. To like when CC Sandstorm, I'm not sure. Oh, it looks like. Did I miss Athena finding a rock type move? I must have not seen it. Oh, of course, yeah, Sandstorm. That would make sense. I always think Sandstorm's ground for some reason. Alright. Athena has a sleepy, weak Blastoise. No awakening or anything. It's unfortunate. Yeah, so Ice Beam really doing the job here between Ice Beam and I think Vaporeon learned Water Gun. I think that's what I saw. Also Dig now. Wow, what a transformation. Discount escape ropes for the run today. At least for most of it. So yeah, slow first opening fight there, so Athena, so we're probably looking at another minute lost. Poison kill for Athena. Fire saving before Bugsy. Oh, and then we also have seen a dragon type in Dragonite, so that's info as well. That they'll both have. Now we have a sleepy Vaporeon. And a Krabby that's doing a lot of damage. Rock Slide does hit when it hits. Another Flareon. Yeah, I can't remember if Vaporeon came with Water Gun or not, but that's just super clutch to have. Alright, no problem for Fire other than on a little snap. Alright, I didn't see the TM there. It was a level up move, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, so two really decent level up moves for Fire. Swift, or I thought the Rapidash had Swift. Maybe they both did. Alright. Fire facing a Firebird. Oh, TM49 is Swift, thank you. So they probably will not be teaching that either. Alright, another Dragon type in Dragonair. Athena grabbing the Apricorn. I'm sure somebody has done that before, I've just never seen that. Alright, Fire takes care of Rival 2, no problem. And I don't think you can pick up Headbutt here. If you're Fire. Oh, Fire did grab the Apricorn. I've never seen that strat. Unless Lure Ball works as like a Master Ball for Water Pokemon or something like that. I don't know. I see. So I'm kind of curious if Athena takes Headbutt running the Blastoise. I mean, it's way more probable that Athena does versus Fire, but I could definitely see them both skipping. Fire certainly can't take it, though. No, he is gonna go for it. So then you're getting rid of, what, Dig here? Or I guess you get rid of Water Gun anticipating Surf. Interesting decision. Athena headed into Bugsy, and Fire getting a Water Stone, which will save him a little bit of money for the Hidden Chambers Ruins of Alph. Alright, this is a Nidorino, certainly going to be caught for Evolve 4. Alright, Fire is going to check the Kenya, the free level 10 you get here in Goldenrod. Yeah, that's right, Athena did grab a Moonstone on the ground in Union, I believe. So, some money Athena will have over Fire if Athena also gets the Water Stone. Fire gonna fight the 35 trainer here. Blizzard on Blizzard action. Athena headed into Rival 2. One HP the Hypno. Still don't believe we've seen any genderless yet. Not that I can recall. Alright, so I believe they both set their time to 11, so neither of them will be doing the bug catching contest at their first visit to Goldenrod. Oh yeah, that's right, the Zappy Bird from Faulkner and Ho-Oh, that is too. We'll see if Athena grabs the Water Stone. Again, it's just money and potentially a trip up the floors of the Goldenrod Mart. Alright, Fire gets the 19. Alright. I didn't see what Fire taught Headbutt over, but nonetheless it was taught. I mean, I'm trying to think what I would do here if I was teaching Headbutt. Like, I guess it would be over, it'd have to be over Water Gun. It just seems so weird to do that. Yeah, I guess he did Dig. No, wait. Oh, he did Blizzard. Interesting. I guess that makes sense. You already have Ice Beam. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the right decision. Alright, and Athena getting the Water Stone, so that's 2,500 or so saved over Fire. And the Stardust as well. Otherwise, Fire getting through Whitney. Athena taking a hit here, maybe they'll get the Nidorino as well, and they do. So they're even there as well. Not sure we've seen the Kenya yet. I don't know. Does Athena have 6 or something? They tried talking to the person twice. Oh no, Fire did pick Saturday, so they are going to do the bug catching. Alright. See what's in store. Cloyster. 15, probably a pass. Oh, for a win, sorry. I was thinking Everstone Goldberry. No, you definitely want Cloyster here. Probably one of the best rolls on average. Guess Fire taking one more hit just for slots. So it looks like the Cloyster's around a 70% win at 15. At 16 it's 90, so this would actually be a huge equity increase, taking the 16 here. Athena passing on a Hypno. Blissey, I believe that's a winner. They both run to the Blissey, yeah. Although one is 12. Let's see what Blissey's equity at 12 is. Yeah, it's 100% equity, so yeah, of course taking the Blissey. And then finishing off with items in the TM for Fire. Athena, I guess, just grinding for more slots. Or a better Blissey? Oh. I'm confused. I thought Athena had the 17. Oh, the experience, of course. Alright, Athena leaving without checking the TM. Interesting decision with Roar, or not Roar. 2127 being on the card. Although Athena can assume if Fire put the goal there that it's just there, so. Oh, it's 21. Oh, you just buy it, I guess, in this. I see. So all the TMs are free then? Unless Roar is randomized, I don't know. Alright, Fire going into Kimono, Athena going into the 19 and Whitney. So that explains the 11 o'clock Saturday strat. Sorry, I'm a tad rusty on bingo. Hope I'm doing alright. Alright, so I guess you could potentially consider looking at Tyreg for Evolve 4, especially if it's at that level when you see it. Might not be the first thing you check for, but you can certainly consider it. Oh, and then 5 different balls on the card for the Apricorn strat, I see. Alright. Athena through Whitney. Surf for fire. Athena taking a hit on 35 for a Machop. No good. And looks like the I guess that was Whitney's TM? Lear? Or maybe that was in the park. Regardless, also no good. So there's coughing as well. More info. Athena taking a hit here. 37 for a Dragonair. So, assuming caught, that's a goal lead for Athena. We have a sleepy Vaporeon on fire screen for Rival 3. Considering, does fire have healing here? Surely they do. Yeah. And Athena looks like taking a little bit of a detour here, going through ruins, so likely going for roar. Yeah. Interesting play here. I'm sure there's some obvious reason why you would do this. Okay, so, I mean, the timing wouldn't work out, but maybe Athena's trying to have Fire think that the dragon was on 32 or something, but they already both have mutual Dragonair and Dragonite info, so I'm not really sure what the play is there. Very interesting decision. Alright, and then there's a Sunkern for another evolution. Not taking it, though. Really? Yeah, so I guess 37 or Burn Tower for the Dragonair, but again, they both have mutual info on it from mandatories, so I'm not sure what the play is there. What were the beasts? We did miss it at the same time. There's no way I would have been able to tell you, but I did forget to put audio on for fire there. That's my apologies. And I'll leave it on Athena until they get to the beasts, and then I'll put it back on fire. Fire is in the lead. My apologies. Yeah, y'all have to help me out with the beasts. I'm no good. Vaporeon using a paralysis cure berry there, I believe. Or maybe that was Morty. Yeah, and that is Mew info that I missed. Was that Wigglytuff? I only saw Wiggly. So yeah, opening up a little bit here. Column 1 is almost viable. Row 4, almost viable. Column 4 is viable. Trying to think if we've seen a Caterpie or not. I don't think so. Or of course we've seen Weedle, so column 5 is viable if the info is good. No dog info though. Trying to think if we've seen Quillfish, but I don't think so. Well, dog can always be free, I guess, but... Yeah. Obviously just much longer if we do it that way. No, I don't believe there's been Yama or Piloswine info. Athena getting a long overdue static surf here, or a stab surf here. And the Kenya finally revealed his Donphan. Starters were Ledian, Hoot Hoot, Execute, Fire taking the Ledian, and Athena taking the Execute. Alright, got Athena in the rival 2. While, Fire, I believe, still on Morty. Nidorina info for Evolve, potentially. Fire getting through Morty. Which is Blizzard. Doubt he'll take that back after getting rid of it. Onward to 38. I guess he'll be fighting the last here for the last goal. Yeah, I mean, of course, Ledian and Execute are not starters you're usually going to run. It took them each about 3 or 4 catches to find a decent main. Alright, here's the dogs. Y'all have to help me out here. Maybe the Entei was Hypno? Guitar, maybe. Fire with a decent lead here, probably more like 4 or 5 minutes now. Although Athena did take the detour for Roar for some reason, so that's a lot of the reason, but maybe only about half. Athena realizing the Mew info. Oh yeah, I will swap audio to Fire now, thank you. And realizing the Wigglytuff info. Meanwhile, Fire grabbing Strength, making Sway of the Sea. Tyranitar, yeah. Fire electing to get rid of Headbutt in favor of Strength. Pretty much a automatic move for anybody. Some people might try to claim that the flinch factor with Headbutt factors in, but you still probably would rather have Strength. Alright, so Fire likely taking the Shucky here. Free Pokemon. And they will. Alright, straight into the gym. No heals, no full heals. Yeah, with both runners having decent water Pokemon, Stab, Surf, I mean, any other fights they get into should generally be a breeze. Alright, there's a third genderless with Lugia. So, assuming the locations are good, that's viable at this point. So row 5 is now viable. Same with BLTR. Yeah, this should be sub 50. Yeah, it's gonna be close for Fire on sub 50 fly. So yeah, I think there's only 4 viable bingos at the moment, if I'm counting correctly. With row 5, column 5, BLTR, and column 4, I believe. No, we don't have Pylo Yama info. So yeah, maybe just 3 at the moment. Really need to see like a Corsola Quillfish or a Pylo Yama to open it up. Yeah, assuming no hiccups here for Fire, this definitely could be sub 50 fly. So Athena taking the other trainer here might be a little bit of prep work for the race, but last it's a Lantern, so no bonus info for either of them. Athena in a little bit of trouble here against the last, or the super fan, and that is a sub 50 chuck if anything, certainly a sub 50 fly. PM1 being Slam. Yeah, and that is going to be a sub 50 fly for Fire. Well done. Yeah, Fire really hasn't had many blunders at all in this race so far. Really, he took 2 optional things with Route 46 and the Bug Catcher in early game, but I mean, you can debatably even call those optional, so I mean, just really excellent play from Fire so far. From both runners, honestly. The only thing you can really question about Athena's decision so far has been the TM5 roar, but I mean, you have to get it eventually anyway, so. Alright. Fire making his way through west side. I'm assuming Athena just showed what the Shucky was, but I did not see it. And of course, going for the Slowpoke tail. Only way you can mess that up is just forgetting to do it, because it is progress sensitive. Once you talk to Lance up here, you can't buy Slowpoke tails like that anymore. Taking a hit in the water here, and a Magneton, no good. Catching the Magneton? Oh, genderless, sure. We didn't have that goal when I used to run bingos a lot, so I'm still not entirely used to it. But definitely, so I guess that's 4 viables. And then would you look at this for our shiny 30 Jigglypuff, so that's a free evolution as well. And getting the goal Wigglytuff, depending on how it works out. But surely you take the twofer. Yes, BLTR is free. That is one of 3 viable bingos at the moment, I believe, in row 5, BLTR, and column 5. So checking for Ho-Oh, which is right where he is right now, so likely going to search for that right away. Zubat check, not really great. Whirl Islands or Tin Tower. There's plenty to check for here, so... Fire also not having the Dragon type yet at this point. There is Kakuna info, I missed that as well. Dark Cave. Yeah, not bad, just still a trip and some battles and stuff, but obviously it's way more viable to take it these days if you can than back in the day. With Dex Beef, and of course, the Fire Luck, first try Ho-Oh. BLTR would be the bottom left to the top right, so the bingo starting with Clefable, Wigglytuff, and ending with all 4 Ruins of Alpha puzzles. And similarly, TLBR would be Slowpoke Tail to Ruins of Alpha chambers. Alright, so that's 2 genderless for Fire. Oh, I guess Fire forgot to get the Lass's number. Whoops. So, I mean, that's really the first mistake I can even think of that Fire has made today, just like a blatant mistake. At least a notable one. So, Shucky being Sentret, it might be nah, it's kind of close for evolving. It's what, level 20 for Ferret? Maybe something in the high teens? Well, if there was Arbok Sand / input, that'd be correct. It would be 4 viable bingos. Or no, it'd be all 5, yeah. So you, like, really we need either Arbok, Sandslash, Corsola, Quillfish, or Yama Piloswine for a Bingo or Cinco to be open, but currently not available. So Fire looking for something here in Slowpoke. Well, I don't remember seeing anything. Certainly it's like, oh, the Kakuna, of course. Alright, so that'll be a Evolve Pokemon and a Beedrill Butterfree at the same time. Alright, Athena with the 56 flat fly. There is no Cubone Diglett info as well. Obviously opens up column 1, row 4. So it's really one of those 4 goals has to be met, or one of those 4 we need info on for a path. Yeah, okay. Athena also looking for Dexes now. They also did see coughing. And I don't think Fire checked coughing. So Wigglytuff in the same place as Hoa right before Lake of Rage, but at the same time, Athena has not seen the shiny. We have not checked Bill's poke yet, no. Ducky was a Sentret, and Kenya was a Donphan. Game Corner not checked either. No one's made a return chip to Goldenrod yet. So Fire doing his first puzzle in first chamber. Gonna go and check the items. Why not? So Athena taking a couple hits in Union here. Or in Mount Mortar, excuse me. And that's the second chamber. Oh, headed towards the second chamber, excuse me. So yeah, I guess a oversight at the moment for both runners is that they do have coughing info, and I don't think either of them checked. Because at the moment, Zubat is not really in an ideal location, albeit doable, just not really ideal, especially when you potentially have another option. And there's Slowpoke Tail for Athena. So Athena did search Wigglytuff, but we'll soon find out that it's probably not viable unless Athena just runs into it right here, which they do. However, they're likely going to try to evolve the 30 Jiggly anyway. Fire with some mismatched pieces here. And there's a Metapod for Athena. Surely going to catch that as well to save having to find the Weedle. Or Kakuna. So yeah, that's probably pretty close to 4 viable evolutions for both of them now. They both can evolve the Nidorino, they both can evolve the Wigglytuff, and they both have a Metapod / Kakuna. And there's Zapdos for Athena for a Genderless. That should be their first. Turns out Ho-Oh is here as well if they can find that. Yeah, I wasn't sure what you were asking, Kozak, but this is for the hidden chambers and the Alf puzzles. 2 goals in 1. And there's the Jiggly for Athena. Fire on his way to his last puzzle. I don't think either of them have checked Mew yet, either. Which is also info. But I think other than Grimer, or Coughing and Mew, I think those are the only 2 things that they haven't really explicitly looked at yet. Fire, I don't think has examined dragons either, yet. That should be all 4 Alf puzzles for Fire, I think. Probably just haven't marked it yet, but that should be that goal. Meanwhile, Athena and Ice Path. Trying to think if there's anything that they dex an Ice Path, but I can't think of anything. And Athena, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Fire really probably should mark that goal. Oh, did he not do the Ho-Oh puzzle? I thought he did all 4. Yeah, I'm confused. I mean, he's clearly going back there, so I must have missed it. Oh, of course, yeah. I forget that there's... Yeah, usually you would do this one while you do it, but I guess he just elected not to. It's not like he doesn't have dig or something, yeah, I'm not sure. Athena taking quite a few hits here in Ice Path. I'm sure there was something on the decks in Ice Path, but maybe not. Otherwise, Athena, of course, going for the, I guess doing a trade check here. And then maybe trying to go to Dark Cave, but Dark Cave is what the Kakuna was, so that doesn't help either, I'm not sure. Otherwise, though, Fire getting all 4 Alpha puzzles there. Oh, Ultra Balls, of course, for 5 different types of balls, so I guess that's really a mandatory trope for both of them unless they find it in the wild. Athena picking up the ball, so that would be the 5th ball. Meanwhile, Fire going to buy TM2127. And there's a random Entei for Athena. A nice find. Doesn't inherently give anything right now, but certainly expedites column 2 or row 3. Once the info comes. We'll see if Fire checks Bill or Game Corner, but likely not. Yeah. Yep, absolutely, Kozak. And Fire grabbing the Mystery Berry here. So I guess you really have to dex now, unless you're trying to metagame the Dragonair without looking or something, but they definitely have the info. I guess going for experience share now. and the TM. So that's an Entei for Athena. So really interesting here. They're not really doing the same things other than Athena obviously going to do puzzles now, but so Fire probably still has a lead. The dragon type that Athena has, they have double info on. Entei Raiko's Suicune is, I mean, obviously you can go to 10 Tower, but the fact of not having to go to 10 Tower and just catching the Pokemon outright is so much faster. So there's Fire's Wigglytuff with the evolution. That should be... I believe that's Fire's first evolution. And the second one here. Okay, Athena leading this fight with a Metapod, obviously for the evolution. But, I guess they haven't gotten the XP share yet, that makes sense, but, you know, trying to take the trainer while they have it in front of them, which is a good trainer to do it on as well. Yeah, horse, I wasn't gonna say it, but... Alright, so looks like Fire's going for Soft Sand here. Probably the best decision at this point, when we still really have, like, those random Pokemon we need to find. Might as well go for another goal and get, try to go for information at the same time. I'm sure there's a reason Fire isn't looking for one of the dragons, but like, in my head that's what I would be doing right now before I did Soft Sand, but after that it's pretty much immediately Soft Sand, so not too big of a deal at all. Plus you're already hearing Goldenrod. Plus, I guess this is experience for evolutions as well, but you can't re-equip the experience share until the very end, so... Alright, so that's third evolution for Fire. That was the Shucky that they grabbed in Sinnohwood. Really nice Pokemon for that. So Fire will just need to evolve the Kakuna for Evolve 4. Meanwhile, I believe Athena is at 2 right now with Nidorino and I think? I'm not sure Athena did the Jiggly or not. And then also on the genderless, I believe it's 3-2 in favor of, or 2-1 in favor of Fire at the moment. Fire has a Magneton and a Ho-Oh, and Athena has a Zapdos, I believe is correct. So the question here is, did Fire bring the Kakuna with him? Interesting, they did not. Arguably a mistake, but obviously it's not too big of a deal to do a fight or two to evolve Kakuna. Alright, there's Athena's first chamber. So then yeah, otherwise they still haven't looked at the Coughing, they still haven't looked at the Mew. And we still don't have info on Pylos, Wanyama, Arbok, Sandslash, or Corsola, Quillfish. So once that, and then I suppose Cubone, Diglett as well, so whenever that info opens up, that's pretty much going to be rush time. Otherwise, Fire picking up the Soft Sand for defeating the 3 trainers there, south of 32, pardon me. Something like that. Oh wow, yeah, Ho-Oh being an unknown slot there for Athena. So yeah, unknown was also by Lake of Rage, I believe, if I'm remembering that correctly. So, but anyway, that's 2-2 now for genderless between the two of them, with a third one potentially being available if it exists. Which I guess of course it does. Fire missing the Zapdos. Athena missing the Magneton that Fire got, and then of course the Mew would be the third, so likely they'll try to get Mew as their third if it exists. Fire going 10 Tower here. There was a Pokemon in 10 Tower, I don't remember what it is, but... Oh, it's the Zubat. So he's gonna be going for the evolution of Kakuna into Beedrill here, for the 4th evolution and Beedrill Butterfree goal, as well as getting the static Suicune, and then on top of that, potentially as well going for the Zubat. So there could be a lot of activity here going on for Fire, all while maybe running into info that we don't have yet. So I like the play. And that's Athena's second chamber. Oh, was that the third genderless? What was it? Ho-Oh, Zapdos? I don't remember what their third genderless would have been for Athena. Zapdos, Ho-Oh, and then what was the third? Yeah, I thought Mew was the third genderless that we had seen, and then Fire ran into the Magneton. So I must have missed it, and certainly Ho-Oh wasn't their third, right? So I'm not sure. That's weird. I'm sure I missed something. Alright, there's Butterfree for Athena. And there's Beedrill for Fire. Oh, that's right, of course. Athena ran into Entei. That's right. It was a random Entei. In Union, I think. So, yeah, that would be why I wasn't remembering. So yeah, of course, legit. Still, though, no real path until we get some extra info. Here goes Fire's Vaporeon. Pinecco with Earthquake's always fun. And that's the last puzzle for Athena. So we'll see if Athena goes for Soft Sand here. It's the easy play. And then of course Calling Glass here. Really, the only other play you consider here at the moment, I think, is the 44 trainers, but it looks like Athena is probably also going to get the TM and do Soft Sand. Looks like Vaporeon took a wipe again for Fire. I believe this is the second trainer. Alright. And then also buying at least one Moonstone here. I think Athena already has one. And so Athena checking Bill's Pokemon. Fire did not do this, I don't believe. And that was the third trainer for Fire, so we'll be going into Static Suicune here. Also Athena going for the coin case to check the Game Corner Pokemon. Alright, Fire prepping for the Static. Now we'll see, it's just... It would be really disappointing if they missed the coughing info instead of having to go through 10. Again, it's not the end of the world with Dex Beep, but... And it's a Meowth. Good call, whoever made that earlier. Alright, and that's going to be Suicune for Fire. Meanwhile, Athena checking Game Corner Pokemons likely could have one of these 6 Pokemon check that 8 Pokemon we're looking for right now. And it is not, unfortunately. So yeah, Fire is going to go into 10 here to look for Zubat. And I hope I'm not misspeaking in the sense that they have coughing info, but I'm pretty sure that they do. Alright, and this is going to be Athena's 4th evolution, I believe. Or sorry, the Nidorino will be the 4th. Alright, so Fire is on the right floor. We'll see what happens here. Pikachu, but they've already evolved for. Sorry, this is the 4th, of course. So Athena picking the Execute as the starter, and it's paying off here. Third slot. And there's TM27 for Athena. Fourth slot here in Azumarill. So not only is the Zubat potentially low percentage, but also could be avoidable. I really do hope I'm misspeaking on the coughing thing. And there's the Mystery Berry for Athena. So yeah, just like that, I mean, it's a fairly close race at this point. Really the major thing Athena's behind on is Soft Sand, but if this Zubat takes a while, and there, as I say that, the Zubat shows up, but if these other Pokemon are hard to find, I mean, this could very much be a close race. Fire will find the dragon fairly quickly, though. And oh wow, the Zubat has Explosion. Wow. Wow. Okay, this is definitely a game changer if he's committing to it. And that's a 5th slot as well now. Although right back into it, but this is going to be difficult. Gonna need to get lucky. Uh-oh. Still not using it. Wow. Man. Oh wow, speaking of which, Grimer info here for Athena. Could potentially make a big difference. Considering he doesn't need to do the static Suicune. If this is an easy grab, I mean, we have a very close race. I still think Fire is a tad bit ahead, but again, no one has a path. Speaking of, finally, Zubat there for Fire. Can't believe it didn't use Explosion there again. That's crazy. Alright, so hopefully that time sink doesn't cost Fire. We'll see where the Grimer is. So now what does Fire do? Of course, Trainer's on 44, it seems. And then now we're getting Mew info finally. Mew does not exist. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope you all have some popcorn. Grimer? Oh, look at that. Grimer, very viable here. Only, that would be 7 slots in National Park. 10 slots here on 42. Gonna check 42. That's more or less what they both need here. Just like between these 4 goals that we have no info on: Cubone, Diglett, Piloswine, Yama, Corsola, Quillfish, and Arbok Sandslash. Yeah, Mew does not exist. So that is no longer a viable goal. So, definitely now more so the Arbok, Sandslash, and Corsola, Quillfish department. It means that Mew is only in Kanto. And the odds of these runners going to Kanto are effectively 0, so it pretty much doesn't exist. Or Rod/Headbutt as well, that's correct. Athena's still searching, and speaking of, finds the Grimer. So, I mean, that is a huge time save over Fire here, not having to do the 3 trainer fights, or the static, or go up 10 tower, or deal with an exploding Zubat. So, I mean, this is huge. I must be misspeaking that they have coughing info, because, like, that's huge. So we'll have to see if Athena does go soft sand here. I can't really see not going soft sand, but... Yeah, you'd have to beat the Elite Four in the way that this ROM is set up, so... I mean, that's a humongous time sink, so I mean, it's possible, it's just effectively not... It's not something that'll ever happen. So, when we say not exist, it technically does exist, just not anywhere they would ever be able to go. Alright, so Fire checks all 3 electrodes, no dice. So let's see what happens. So Athena is gonna go soft sand, which I think you pretty much have to do. And now Fire, after doing hideout, will go ahead and do Route 44 trainers. Yeah, I'm not sure why Athena did fight Price, considering the evolutions are done, but it could be for info. You could argue, and I don't know how much these two meta off of each other, but you could assume that that's something that Fire would never do, so it's info. And was that Diglett info? Oh goodness. So going for 44 first, paying off here. Assuming that was on Fire's screen. Certainly it was. Alright, so I believe, let's see, is that a route at this point? So, column 1, row 5, column 3, BLTR. Yeah, row 4 isn't viable anymore. So I don't think that's a route, unless I'm misspeaking here. Column 1, row 5, column 5, BLTR. Yeah, that's still not a route, unless I'm misspeaking. I'm sure I am, but... Column 1, row 5, column 5, BLTR, yeah. Perimeter... is... well, anyway. It's not perimeter, because of row 1. Yeah. The Cubone Diglett info, let's see where it is. Alright, so Whirl Island's and Dark Cave, that's not the worst I've ever seen, but... Yeah, so one of the 3 Pokeballs, correct, is what we're looking for. Mew not existing is crazy, and it would have made exactly row 4 work with Mew being viable, so this is going to be interesting. And it effectively is a tied race now at this point. Fire can call the last and find the dragon, assuming he just picks Dragonair. It should be fairly viable. Athena checking the traps now in the hideout, but isn't going to find anything. Yeah, I don't want to go right out and say that Athena's ahead, but a whole genderless Pokemon behind, a Dragonair behind, and the trip through Ice Path for the Ultra Ball is really the difference right now. So Fire is halfway through 44 trainers, but if there's no info here for the last 3 Pokemon, it's effectively a tied race. Unless Fire finds something like immediately after. So yeah, this is gonna be close. Fire definitely had the lead for most of this, and it's not really his fault why he's losing it, so... Yeah, pretty much. So Fire is gonna go ahead and make the trip through Ice Path after this last trainer for Ultra Ball. Alright, Athena going to Blackthorn for Dark Cave, presumably for Grimer. Am I missing something? Oh no, he already caught Grimer, am I kidding? Or Diglett, I guess is what I was thinking, but that's for fire. So... Did I miss something in Blackthorn, or is Athena just slotting? Oh, Blackthorn is his spot, thank you. That's definitely some background info I did not have. I'd love to see it pay off, although 2 out of 3 slots already. Not looking too good. He is gonna go for the 3rd slot, though. I love the grind. So either Fire didn't fight all 7 on 44, or he forgot to mark the goal, but again, technically right now it's not too important. Alright, slot checking 45 now. There's a dragon, but Athena already has it. Maybe if Fire somehow takes a hit on 45 here, he'll run into it, and that'll save some time, but again, Dragonair should be fairly free if he looks. Alright, so Fire's gonna go ahead and look for the Diglett now, just in case Mew and or Mewtwo and Celebi show up. Not on this side, so he's gonna fly to the other side. That's at least 2, probably more like 3 slots for Athena. So Fire now about to find out that Mew doesn't exist. Fire stops and looks at the Pokedex, wondering why. Yeah, coughing is definitely in the Pokedex, so either they slotted it, or they checked it and it doesn't exist, or they just completely overlooked it. So, Fire, realizing the viability of Dragonair, will probably be going there immediately after catching this Diglett. And then they're pretty much tied at that point. Fire would be missing 1 Genderless that he can definitely look up. He's caught a Magneton and a Ho-Oh, and Zapdos exists in the same place that he caught the Ho-Oh in, so... And they've both seen it. It was a Pokemon in Faulkner's gym, so... Oh, is that a Roamer T-Tar? I didn't even see the Roamer. So, someone else guessed the T-Tar as well. Nothing but Dragonite here for Athena. Another slot for Athena. Yeah, Fire having to suffer through the long cries. Oh yeah, Athena's dancing. Dancing on the world map. Is Athena going with the Toho Falls play here? Oh, I love this. I love this play. Second slot in Machoke. I'm assuming the Diglett's gotta be in the water here for Fire, unfortunately. That's gotta be like the 6th slot, I think. Alright, let's see what Athena can find. Gonna be a big pop-off if it shows up here. Raidos, no good. 10 slots here in Tojo, so... Another one. Another one. Butterfree in Tojo Falls, that's a shame. Again, they got it through evolution anyway, so... Yo, a Suicune for Fire, and a Grimer for Athena. The needle. You hate to see it. So I don't want to say that invalidates Fire's trip to Burnt Tower, but... Cocoon. Machop. Fire did run from Suicune, but Fire already has the static Suicune, so he doesn't need it. Oh, for third genderless, that's a great point. That's a great point, Zucker. Yeah. I don't blame him for missing it. That being said, found the Diglett here. Yep. So that's probably like another, like one of maybe like 2 or 3 mistakes I've seen from Fire. Like, is really playing a great race, just... Alright, Athena giving up on the second secret spot. Both flying to the same place at the same time, you'd love to see it. Fire going to grab the Dragonair that Athena got in this spot earlier. Athena, meanwhile, just going to slot check another area. The Suicune, the static Suicune, was a Meowth that Fire also found in Dark Cave. Alright, another opportunity for a genderless here, Fire's thinking. Alright, he does get this one. So they are effectively... Oh, okay. Whoopsie. Oh my goodness, and Athena finds the Quillfish. Wow. Wow. What a turn of events. Wow. What a finish. Wow, wow, wow. That is an incredible finish. Fire more or less had like a good 3 to 5 minute lead the whole time, but like it just comes down to slot checking, like that's just what happens. But wow. That's incredible. Well done to Athena. Alright, so now the question I want to know is will Fire be finishing this race no matter what? Or will Fire just quit out early? Yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can really do when it comes down to slot checking like that, you just get lucky. Assuming Athena is just double checking all their goals here. Yeah, for context, this race is a rematch. Last race, Fire did not complete all 4 evolutions that they needed, and Athena didn't finish the race, so I don't blame them for checking it all. Speaking of which, we have our winner today, Athena, in here. Congratulations.
Thanks, that was terrible. There was no aim but to go with. This was terrible. Sorry if I'm a bit quiet. It's kinda late here.
Of course, Fire now going to check Athena's secret spot.
Wait F1, I have to now. It's just kinda late. It's 4 AM here, so gotta be a bit quiet. Also, I like how there was. I see fires coming to here. There's so many poison types, none the correct one. Oh wait, he got the static. Yeah, why I don't have a schedule?
And it looks like Fire is gonna call it there.
Yeah, I don't blame him. We literally had no info to go on.
Yeah, well done to both runners. Like a very, very great showing from both of them per usual. They're some of the best that I know when it comes to bingo.
Thank you. It's still
See
just
if we can get Fire and or Athena in here for an interview.
It's still just frustrating that it had to come to luck. Because none of us had enough info. But well, this is bingo, very skilled, much RNG.
Welcome, Fire.
Dude, give me a snow bear ROM. It's better than this.
Yeah, obviously
so,
this
yeah.
one came down to slot checking. There's just not much you can do.
This was terrible for both. I just got the better luck.
Which one did you pick? Like, where did you get that?
Oh, I guess I had you muted, Athena. Sorry. I thought you were muted the whole time.
Good job. Good job.
So yeah, I guess in this case, GG to both of you. I will say that pretty much Fire, pretty much from Sudowoodo onward, had a good 3 to 5 minute lead. Obviously, a lot of that had to do with Athena going and getting a reward early.
Yeah.
But I would say Fire probably had the slightly better main than Vaporeon with a Water Gun turned into Surf and Ice Beam. Blastoise was probably just a little bit worse in the beginning game, but obviously they're about the same at the end.
That's not.
I guess the question, if I could only ask one question to both of you, did either of you check the coughing info?
Yeah. It was, well, coughing. I don't remember actually.
Because Fire, you went all the way to Tin Tower to get Zubat, which you were evolving Pokemon and grabbing the static Suicune all at the same time.
We don't have coughing. We did have Zubat.
I saw. Yeah, I definitely saw it in Fire's Pokedex.
I don't have it. I don't.
Okay, so it must have been from an optional. But yeah, I guess that was gonna be my question for you, Fire. Did you know that there was coughing info, and if so, did you consider that at all going into Tin Tower?
I did, but like I had to go to Tin Tower anyway. Might as well check the Zubat because it's a 7 slot, so
yeah,
no reason to look for anything else.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, it could have come from Rival. That's a good point. You both did pick different starters. Fire going for the Ledian and Athena going for the Execute. Did you consider going Execute at all, Fire, or did you want the Ledian for safety?
I considered going the Execute, but I figured that Athena was probably going to get it, and so I tried to pick something else. And Ledian was going to give me a little bit more safety running away from encounters. Because if you ever tried to play an Execute through the beginning of the game, you know that sometimes you just can't run away.
Absolutely, and that's definitely like the first thing I was thinking when I saw the. Obviously, you're not picking Hoodoo, so it's obviously the Evolution for Execute or the Ledian for safety. And it was really cool to see both of you pick both, just get a little different perspective. But you both made it through the beginning game just fine. Really, like the beginning game, you all pretty much had the exact same info. Fire went to 46 and found an Executor that had Ancient Power for the Rock move, but Athena ran into what was it, an Arcanine in the Slowpoke wall that happened to have Sandstorm for that, so that really didn't matter too much. But otherwise, like I think Fire had a 50 flat. It was like a 49-50 fly, and Athena maybe 6 minutes or 7 minutes later. So there was really always that 7-minute difference over there in the end game. But once it really came down to slotting, you all were pretty much neck and neck the moment Athena found the Quillfish. So yeah, it was like a really close race, even though it kind of came down to statics. And of course, the Mewtwo or the Mew not existing threw a little bit of a wrench in that as well. But
I don't even think the Mew kind of mattered.
yeah, it really didn't unless
It
Cubone
would have
and Diglett showed
mattered.
up.
Yeah, it would have mattered for Fire in the end, but
Yeah.
Yeah, Diglett was the first trainer in 44.
yeah, I considered going to there after slot taking a few more places just to see if info showed up. I guess I was gonna be correct, but it didn't matter, thankfully.
Yeah, the only thing I really could have seen that Fire could have done different, and I don't even think it would have changed anything, is going for the Dragon sooner. I thought you would have done that before Soft Sand. But like other than that, like there was really nothing. There weren't really too many mistakes you made. And then technically speaking, when you were looking for the Diglett, you ran into a Suicune that you could have caught for the third different genderless. But like other than that, and maybe forgetting to get the Lass's number, like that's really the only mistakes I even saw from you today.
They were not even that big since we didn't have the info to accompany those goals. So I just came up and like, I'm just gonna get everything I can.
Actually, I think I didn't check the Mew by the time I was looking for Diglett.
Yeah,
Because I knew I needed it to finish, so I was thinking of getting my last genderless with Mew. That's why I didn't catch the Suicune.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you both took quite a long time to check the Mew, which makes sense in terms of row 4 not being viable, but that's obviously the play, assuming Mew exists.
Yeah, and I also considered that, but I saw the hole, it was on my face, and I had the Metapod just in front, and I was like, I'm just gonna catch it, and just get done with it.
Yeah, and then Athena on your side, you had dexed out Wigglytuff before you flew away from Cinnawood, obviously to find out that Jigglypuff, the shiny 30.
Yeah.
So a little bit of a time loss there, but
it wasn't that big of a deal since I literally just ran into it for a slot and it didn't take me more than 3 volts. So
no, not at all. And like the fact that
I
I'm
was just
nitpicking
scared.
these things out, like that's what I mean. Like you all made just such few mistakes today. It was like such a great race to watch. Like really.
Yeah, it's just a shame that in the end it came to RNG rather than execution. But
I agree.
just
Yeah,
rather
imagine if it came to execution. What could possibly go wrong?
the thing, wiping back to everything, I wiped the stupid Shuckle with Fury Cutter Mega Horn.
Yeah, yeah.
Say that again, please. It's funny.
I died because my Blastoise couldn't kill anything.
Yeah, you had a little bit of issue in Faulkner's gym. Of course, the 9 being Weedle, thinking you've gotten through the worst of it, and then you see the rest of it.
Is the 9 a Weedle?
Yeah, it was a 9 Weedle with Spark, and you both had the Blastoise and Vaporeon at that point, but it really didn't throw much of a threat.
Okay, then I was not hallucinating. I don't understand anything then.
Yeah, the issue for
It's
at
not
least
in my decks. The Weedle is
Yeah,
not.
it's not in my decks either.
What?
I'm pretty sure I checked. Like,
yeah, I had even commented on that for you all using Weedle to help with Evolve 4, but
it is literally not on my decks. I am right here.
So confused. Yeah, Fire. I was also so confused.
Wow.
Like, I knew the 9 was a Weedle because I killed it with confusion with the execute because I was just afraid of dying to Spark because of level difference. And then when I went to check the decks and to see the Weedle and the Zubat, Weedle was not in the decks. I'm like, excuse me?
Yeah, I don't understand. What's going on?
Yeah.
How? Get over here and fix it.
All right, if we have to do a third rematch,
No. I'll take the loss if we have to take another one.
Some people in chat are saying the egg bug. Does that mean anything to you all? The egg bug?
No, egg bug is the other way around. It's you don't catch a Pokemon, but it's owned on the decks. That's because it's the egg counting as owned already hatched. It's the other way around. It's not appearing on the decks. So
I've been told to forward your all's complaints to Septros.
Oh no, don't worry, I'm gonna.
Yeah, he's sleeping right now. He told me after his match that he'd be sleeping.
Yeah.
It's 3 a.m. I'm just gonna wake him up.
No, it's not that bad. It's probably more like, 4.5 for him.
No, it's 3 a.m. for him. I know because it's 1 hour less than me, so I can guarantee that. Yeah.
All right. Anything else you all want to say?
What a horrible night to have a bingo.
Yeah, I agree.
That's slot checking for you.
I'm just glad all the berries existed early. and
Oh,
it was
yeah.
in the novice, but that just take a weight off my mind. And also, contest was free, level 17 Blissey.
Yeah. So you
Oh,
both
you
ran
went
into
with
Blissey at the
Blissey?
same time. Yeah.
I found a level 17 Blissey. I'm like, okay, this wins.
I found a level 15 Cloyster, and then I found a level 16 Cloyster. I was like, you know what? Why not?
I think I had 642 points for that Blissey.
Goodness gracious.
Oh my god, I just realized I have a chance to face Snorms again. Yes!
Oh god. No, that's not it.
The legendary Fire versus Snorms match. A classic.
I think
All right.
that's it for me.
Yep. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. I don't have the upcoming matches in front of me, but I believe the next ones are 2 days from now. I don't have times and racers for you.
I know I'm facing Easton soon.
All right, but that should do it. Thank you all so much for watching. This will be the last bingo match of the night. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching. Take care.